I am the Arthur F. Smith Defy Team coordinator. We're here today partnering with an event that has been going on for several years in Alexandria, the Stop the Violence movement. We're so gracious that they allowed us to partner with them for the second year. We are the Defy Team, and we are into tobacco prevention, tobacco education of youth ages 11 to 17. We have 10 youth here from Arthur F. Smith Middle School who will be given tobacco facts and things that they have learned from their point of sale project in order to reduce tobacco advertisement that target youth within our community.
I'm senior pastor at Mount Triumph Baptist Church, along with City Councilman Led Alverdane and I. We've been doing the Stop the Violence movement for several years. Our goal is to work with minority communities and law enforcement to hopefully prevent situations that happen in Ferguson, Missouri, and the Trayvon Martin situation, and others that are throughout the country. We think that we best position our communities when we work together to create a healthy dialogue with law enforcement to hopefully prevent some of those tragic situations that happen across the country. And we're delighted to partner this year with the Defy of Arthur F. Smith Middle School, Tobacco Free Living, and also Sheriff Hilton, Rapides Parish Sheriff Hilton, the state police, people from Philip Terrell's office, namely Mr. Assistant DA Jermaine Harris, and various other law enforcement people, and we really just want to make Alexandria better, a safer environment for all of us.
We're honored to be asked to be a part of this. Brother Harris came to me with Ed Lauderdale, as he mentioned, City Council member several years ago. We were having some issues in our community over in the 11th Street area off Monroe, and we just wanted to join with the ministers and the City Council because they're sincere about what they're trying to do to save our children and get them on the right path. And for the large part, most of our children are good. They just need some positive direction to be able to get them on the right path in life. You can take one of these troubled children, and after you spend a few hours with him, a little time with him, the first thing you know, he's coming your way. And that's so encouraging and so important. But we're here to support our community. We're going to do everything we can at the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Department to keep our youth on the right path.
Good afternoon. I'm Senator Jay Luno with the Louisiana State Senate. I'm here today to support Reverend Randy Harris and the program that he has here to stop the violence. It's a very important program. It teaches kids a lot of issues that they're going to face on a daily basis. I'm just glad to be a sponsor of this event and here to support the mission that's being accomplished today. I'm very proud of this program that Reverend Harris has instituted and hope that it continues, and we hope that there's a positive outcome with these young folks. And if we can touch one or two of these young people today, then this program will be a success. But I think they're going to touch many more than that. So happy to be here and be a part of the program today.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Starling. I'm the Alexandria City Court Judge. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. It's certainly a privilege to have a chance to talk to some of our young people and hopefully let them know a little bit about the judicial system. Let them know that the judicial system is there to help. It's not to hurt anyone. And there are just everyday regular people that are in these positions that are approachable. You can talk to them, and they want to help. And I hope you remember that. And just to echo what Mr. Lauderdale said, tobacco, alcohol, violence, that's just a cycle that's not going to be a positive thing for you to engage in that. And we want you to understand that, especially on the violence side, revenge is never going to solve the problem. You should always remember that take the positive out in everything you do in your life, and you will have a very successful and happy life. And that's what this is all about. We've got a short little window here to live. You need to enjoy it. You need to be a positive influence on other people, and hopefully for your families and your schools. So thanks for the opportunity to be here today, and we certainly look forward to being here. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is William Hilton, and I'm honored to serve as a sheriff here in Rapides Parish. But I want to congratulate your children and the parents and the guardians for taking the time this morning to come and be with Brother Harris and Ed Lauderdale and these law enforcement officers. We love our children. We do not want to see our children in trouble. You know how many people are in jail here in Rapides Parish? 1,200. And
there's not a person in that jail that wants to be there. He's there because of some event in his life that he did that wasn't the right thing that got him put there. So our children, and then we as parents and mothers and daddies and law enforcement officers, we need to help our children. We need to guide them and lead them and give them all the help we can to keep them on the right path. Because as long as you're locked up, you're not being productive to our communities. You're not doing anything positive in our community. You're just sitting up there in a jail cell, maybe out here somewhere on the street, walking around picking up trash and stuff like that. Nobody wants to do that. You know, that's not a good life. We want you to grow up and be leaders in our communities. You may even be sheriff someday. You may be a judge someday. You may be a city council member. You may be a minister. You know, the future's in front of you. You need to have positive ideas and always keep that. We all hear about what's going on in the state of Colorado. They legalized marijuana up there 2 years ago. You know what's happened? Every crime in Colorado has gone up over 70%. I had a letter on my desk yesterday that came in from a group of people. They're fighting a movement in Baton Rouge right now. And our legislature is coming up. We have a couple of legislators down there that want to legalize marijuana. And these people are out leading an effort and a drive to kill that bill. And that's what we want to do. We want to stop that before it gets started. I just came out of a seminar in Washington, D.C. about a month and a half ago. We had narcotic officers there from all over the state, all over the country, really. And we had people there from drug companies like Pfizer and prominent drug manufacturers. There is not a medical purpose ever been proven by the Food and Drug Administration to say that marijuana has a good medical purpose. It's just not one out there. So we're going to do everything we can to keep our legislature from passing any kind of bill that legalizes marijuana. For whatever they say it might be good for, because it's not. But I want you all to know, when you see a deputy or a policeman out here or a state trooper, and you have a little issue or something you want to ask and talk about, you go see that person. You walk up to that officer and say, my name is Sue or Joe or whatever it may be. And you ask that policeman to help you or ask him a question. If you're just curious about something, you ask him, because he's there to help you. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to say first of all, thank you for allowing me to come back. I was here last year, and I'm glad to see that the program is continuing, which means a whole lot. That means that your parents, your church, the people around you care about you and willing to bring you back and continuously reiterate the things that you learned from the last time. Only thing I can do is just give kudos to the person that spoke before me and just say the community is where it's at. It's not out in the street. Just each one of us holding each other's hands and taking care of one another. Thank you.
First of all, good morning. Glory to God for being here. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to come. And I'm all about early intervention and prevention. You know, that's an old adage that says an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure, and that is important. And so, as we come here today, there are three entities that shape and form the lives of any child. First of all is the home. The home is where you are nurtured and developmentally you grow. Secondly, the church. What the church represents is your faith, and that means you know what is right and what's wrong. And third, the schools. The schools there to nurture your mind where you can grow and develop and see things that you have potential to do. All three of those must work in concert in order for those things to be effective. It's like a three-legged stool. If one is missing, it's going to be hard to balance two. But if two are missing, that means the school is taking the brunt of all of that. It is important that, as the gentleman stated earlier, the community, we, the body, the believers all together are coming to work together for the greater good. And I'm so thankful to see the partnership and the alliance here meaning that we need the Lord in whatever we do. So we're here at this place of worship as we celebrate community and loving one another most of all, because love is all that keeps us together. So thank you so much.
Morning, how y'all doing? My name is Christopher Sewell. I'm a senior officer specialist for the Federal Bureau of Prisons. This is my home church. I was here last year. I grew up in this church. I'm honored and privileged to be here this morning to speak with you all and to give insight on what goes on. Thank you.
I'm Detective David Martinell from the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office. I'm a juvenile criminal investigator. Also live with this church. I wear many hats, deacon board, trustee board. I'm on the board out of Renaissance. One of my main functions, my job as 18 years of sheriff's office, is trying to prevent youth from going to Renaissance. It gets very difficult at times. I can remember growing up in this church also. I never thought in 100 years that I'll be in the position where I am right now. But I'm so glad to be there because I get to change people's lives every day, keep them from going wrong. So if you see me out on the street or in church, stop by and talk to me. I can give you some ideas or let you know, don't go to the left side, always go to the right. Try to do the right thing in your life. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Mike Jones from the Sheriff's Office. Like everybody here, my interest is the kids. Y'all are our future. And the older you get, the more you're going to be able to make your own decisions. And when you get to that point, you're going to realize how important decisions are. One bad decision can cost you a lifetime. Amen. One trip on drugs or this or that, and then you can't be what you want to be. Everybody got dreams. Everybody wants to be something. Everybody's destined to be something. Yeah. But you can't fulfill your destiny if you're on drugs or even alcohol. You can't hold down a job. So the decisions that we make or that y'all going to make is going to be what governs your life. And everybody here, I think we got Warren Baptiste back there with some inmates. We're all here for that purpose. For y'all to grow up to fulfill your dreams. And the only way you can fulfill your dreams is to stay away from drugs and alcohol. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Gilchrist. I'm the Regional Manager for Tobacco-Free Living in the area. And the first thing I want to do is ask all of our Arthur F. Smith Defy Team to stand up. These outstanding students traveled to Baton Rouge along with their fearless leader, Ms. Bogla over here, who has done an excellent job of putting them through our Defy grant. They were in Baton Rouge on Wednesday for Kick Butts Day, which is a national holiday to stand up, speak out against the tobacco industry marketing practices to try to get our youth addicted to their products. And they marched on the Capitol steps, they met with legislators, they toured the Capitol, and had excellent representation for Central Louisiana, Alexandria, and our community. So I just want to recognize them and say thank you for the work that you do, and we continue to hope to see great things happen and change in Central Louisiana for the benefit and health of all of our young people. Thank you.
Thank you. I am Renisha Bluwan, and I'm also a member of Mount Tryon Baptist Church, but I'm also a teacher at Arthur Smith Middle School. Being a teacher has allowed me to be also the sponsor of the Defy grant that I've had at Arthur Smith since I started here about 5 years, but I've also had it when I worked at LSUA. So I've been a part of this movement for, I think, since the beginning of the actual inception of the tobacco-free living within the different communities. So right now, I'm going to introduce to you individually my students, and they're going to come up and they're going to give you some information on what they do, why they do what they do. So our first student is Diamond Johnson. And Diamond has, I'm just standing right now, but Diamond has been a member of the Defy Team since her 6th grade year. She's now in the 8th grade. And I'm so proud of Diamond. She's also one of our top students at our school, 4.0 grade point average. She's a student athlete. She's just an awesome role model to these younger ones that's coming up behind her, and I thank her so much for always having my back. Whenever I call, she's always there. Thank you, Don. Our next student is Corey LaCour. Corey is a 6th grader, and this is his first year working with me, and I think he's done an awesome job as well. Our next student is G. This is Gary Banks. He's a twin, and I've had him as a student with me since he's been in the 6th grade, and he's worked with this movement as well since 6th grade, and I still have not figured out who's who, but he told me I can call him Rick. So this is Rick Banks, and he's been a part of the movement since 6th grade as well. My next student is Rakai Williams. Rakai is a 6th grader at Arthur F. Smith Middle School. And my next student is Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner is like my nephew. He moved here last year, and he jumped right in. His enthusiasm, he's an 8th grader, but his enthusiasm about tobacco-free living and tobacco prevention is awesome, and he's a great student as well. My next student, I'm embarrassing him, is Briasia. Briasia is a 6th grader, and this is her first year working with me, and she's doing an awesome job. And my last student is Madison Daigle. Madison is a 7th grader at Arthur F. Smith, but this is her first year working with the movement, and they're also doing a marvelous job. And so they're going to tell you some smoking facts, and then I'm going to wrap it up before they sit down.
Factors that influence youth to use tobacco: low income and low education, lack of skills, lack of support, or involvement from parents. Accessibility, availability, plus price of tobacco products. Low self-esteem or low self-image. Exposure to tobacco advertising.
The current use of hookahs increased among middle and high school students. About 5.6 million students die of secondhand smoke every year.
In 2014, nearly 25 of every 100 high school students and nearly 8 of every 100 middle school students use some type of tobacco product. The way mass media show tobacco use as a normal activity to promote smoking among young people, youth are more likely to use tobacco if they see that tobacco use is acceptable or normal among their peers.
Cigarette smoking has decided among U.S. youth recent years, but the use of some other tobacco products has increased.
Teens are most likely to have panic attacks, anxiety disorders, and depression from smoking.
Electronic cigarettes use has increased among middle and high school students. Efforts to reduce tobacco use. Reducing tobacco advertising. Point-of-scale project. Decrease the price range from 86 cents to $1.08. Community programs as Defy plus Stop the Violence. Stand up, speak out, and seize control.
All right, thank you. I'm now going to introduce our school board representative, Mr. Bubba McCall, and after that, we're going to go out to our breakout sessions.
Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to be here today, and some of these same kids we're looking at here today, I saw them the other day, Thursday, at the super reading program they had at Arthur Smith. And I want to say these kids have done a magnificent job. And as long as I have this job, they're going to see me not once a year, but as many times as they need me. So I want to say stop. Stop the violence. Councilman Alexandria and I were together a few days ago about a very violent situation that happened over around Brooklyn. I think in the middle of the night, kids learn to respect each other. What we saw the other day could have been tragic, a child could have lost their life. The young lady that we honored, I call her one of my heroes, okay? She carried this kid several blocks to get medical attention. So you kids stick together, listen to your parents, listen to your teacher, and keep yourself moving forward. And we love y'all for what you do. Thank you.